Finally, the Raiders return home. What is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Some More Raider back with another video, and today I'm going to be previewing the Raiders versus the Lions Week 9 pregame preview. And after another loss, we went back-to-back losses, but you know, that's besides the point. We go into another week of Raider football, and hopefully the Raiders can step up in this game and get in the win column. We definitely need it with a banged-up Chiefs team, a dismantled Broncos team, and the Chargers just being the Chargers. The Raiders need to take advantage of this schedule coming up, man. So hopefully, just hopefully, the Raiders can actually get a dub out there. It feels good to finally be at home and finally see my team play in Oakland. Without further ado, Raider Nation, let's get started with this pregame preview.
You tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
After suffering back-to-back losses, the Raiders finally head home to play in front of the Raider Nation. This game will be huge for Oakland to jump out on a winning streak. The road to the playoffs look bright for the Raiders as they host the fourth easiest schedule for the rest of the season. That does not mean the Raiders are locked for a win, but there's a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah! Last week's game came down to the fourth quarter, but the Raiders failed to convert a score to put them in the lead. They will have to forget about that loss and set their eyes on the Detroit Lions. This matchup is not as easy as it may seem, as Stafford looks to be finding his grooves with his receivers led by Golladay, Jones, and Amendola. It'll be another test for our defense to contain all of Detroit's firepower, so if the Raiders want to get a win this Sunday, it will have to come off the backs of our defense. Now for the matchup of the game, I have former Lion Tahir Whitehead versus TJ Hawkinson. This Sunday will be a special one for Tahir Whitehead, who will face off against his former team for the first time in the regular season since leaving in free agency in 2018. While it will most likely be emotional, he knows he has a job to do, and his job will consist of locking down the Lions' first-round pick, TJ Hawkinson. The former Iowa Hawkeye burst onto the scene this season in Week 1 with 6 receptions, 131 yards, and a touchdown against the Arizona Cardinals. Since then, he has yet to top 32 receiving yards, but the Raiders are giving up an average of 63 yards per game to the position. Without running back Kerryon Johnson, you can expect Matthew Stafford to throw a lot. Now here are my 3 storylines to the game. Number 1, defense, defense, defense. Now defense is one of the Raiders' biggest liabilities on this team. And if we want to have a chance to win this game, it would have to come off the back of our defense. Our offense has been really underrated this year. I know they're not the best offense in the league, but our defense has got to stick it in there and give the ball back to our offense, no matter how bad the situation is. These past 2 games could have easily been wins if our defense at least stepped up, committed some stops, and gave the ball back to the offense. But like I said, if we want to start winning games and go on a winning streak, our defense has got to step up. Number 2, keep Carr clean. This is basically one of the main keys and storylines to this year is keeping Carr clean. In these past 3 games, this offensive line has done a great job to keep Derek Carr clean, and Derek Carr has been looking really solid as of late. But with this banged up offensive line, you know, it just seems like every single week we lose an offensive lineman or we don't have our offensive lineman at full strength. Last game we finally got back Gabe Jackson and Rodney Hudson went down. Andre James came in and he did a great job. It looks like Rodney Hudson and Andre James are practicing, but who knows if they're actually going to play on Sunday. Richie Incognito has stepped in to be the center for this team, so hopefully with the banged up offensive line, we can actually win this game and keep Derek Carr clean. As long as we do that, our offense is straight. And number 3, come out swinging. Now I know in most games we do come out swinging in the first half, especially, you know, with our offense driving down the field, and that's great and all, and we go up and get the lead by halftime. But what I'm talking about is coming out in the second half. Now that's where the Raiders have struggled so far this year, is coming out in the second half with that fire and that passion to end the game off. We always seem to let teams come back and win the game. So in this game, if we really want to win, just like everything else, man, we have to come out swinging in the second half, offensively and defensively. And if we have the lead, keep the lead. If we don't have the lead, get the lead. So come out swinging. Hopefully the Raiders can do that, and hopefully we could come out with a win. Now, my 3 players to watch. Number 1 is Josh Jacobs. Now, Josh Jacobs was limited in last week's game. He was rotating with the other running backs, didn't really get a lot of rushes, but he did get stopped a lot in that last game. And it was the first time we've seen Josh Jacobs, you know, lose yardage on a run. I know he was dealing with the injury last week, but hopefully he feels much better in this game and we could feed him a little bit more and get this running game going, because once this running game gets started, then the whole offense will start booming. I mean, I don't even know why I said scratch that. I mean, it would do a lot of great things for our offense if the running game is on par. With Josh Jacobs, I'm watching you out there.
What?
Number 2, Trayvon Mullen. Now, Trayvon Mullen had his debut last week starting, and he did a solid job. Almost had a pick 6 to the house and dropped it, but I've seen a lot of great potential from Trayvon Mullen. With Garyon Conley gone and Darrell Woolley as the number 1, Trayvon Mullen did a great job coming in and doing a solid job. So hopefully in this game, he can also add on to that resume and stick guys like Danny Amendola and maybe Marvin Jones or Kenny Golladay. So I'm looking forward to seeing Trayvon Mullen go out there and ball out and hopefully keep these players on lock. Last but not least, number 3, Tyrell Williams. Now, Tyrell Williams had a solid game coming back after injury in the last game. In the beginning of the game, he had some big catches, even scored a touchdown, and he scored a touchdown in every single game that he's played, which is great. But the last 2 plays of last week's game that really ended off our drive, Derek Carr put the ball in his hands and he got the ball and never came down with it. He let go of it, but he's got to come down with those type of balls. In this game, we really want to see Tyrell Williams step up and look more healthier. He did tweet out that he's getting better this week, so I'm looking forward to Tyrell Williams to step up and be that number 1 wide receiver and hopefully get this offense going and bring down those balls that we really need. He's got to be that clutch receiver for us. I know he may not be that number 1, but he is our number 1 on this team. So hopefully, just hopefully, I see a lot of great things from Tyrell Williams on Sunday. With that being said, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today. Man, I've been so busy as of late, and I know I really want to get these videos out by Friday, but I know it's Saturday. It's just the day before, and I know a lot of people don't really watch it. Who knows? But anywho, I get a lot of love for you guys and I really do appreciate it. We hit 15,000 subscribers on YouTube. Woo, woo! Let's get it. I never thought I would have, you know, made this out to 15,000, but like I said, thank you guys, Raider Nation. You guys are the real MVPs and I love you guys, every single one of you guys, for supporting this channel. With that being said, if there's anything I'm missing from this video, any subjects that you guys want to talk about or even bring up, drop it down in the comments below and let your boy know. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please smash that like button. And if you guys are watching this video for the first time and you're like, should I subscribe? Most definitely subscribe to this channel and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. With that being said, Raider Nation, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is, yeah.